Should I talk about my stuff as well?
Hey guys.
Hey.
So in them spontaneous time we just say let's go live and see what happens.
Yeah, I was sitting here. I thought we'd have a live conversation with you.
So welcome to our channel Life with the Gordons.
Welcome if you're new here.
Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It does help out with the algorithm to do its thing. Yeah. So it's been a little while now since we've gone live. It's been a little while. And really and truly, we just want to touch base because it's like just over a year now since I've had my brain surgery. We just want to touch base really and truly to give an update and what's really going on really and truly. So how's it been for you then? It's been a year now.
I would say that it's been a drastic change, not in a bad way. You're home all the time. So again, I say not in a bad way. It's nice having him home because when he used to work, I used to be like, don't go to work.
Yeah, when I was at work, I used to be thinking, oh, I just can't wait for some time off.
Yeah.
I just can't wait for some time off.
Yeah.
Well, it's over a year now, so I've had over a year time off.
Yeah. Life has actually changed completely.
Yeah, it's been a drastic change and didn't realize it was going to be such a change, really and truly. Obviously, we knew it was a major surgery.
But the thing is with us is we just take everything in its stride. So I don't think we focus on the negatives, if that makes sense. So we just rolled with it. And I think that's why we didn't realise it would be such a change because we've been rolling and we're still rolling. We're just rolling with the flow. Otherwise, if we had sat down and probably start thinking about everything, we probably wouldn't be in good spirit.
I would be depressed by now.
Yeah, I think so.
Would be depressed by now because obviously brain surgery is a major thing. It's not a small thing, and not even just the surgery itself. The tumor itself was not even a small thing. Apparently was a large tumor.
It was a large tumor, yeah.
According to the MRI scan, it was a large tumor.
Well, they said they took out a large tumor, so but even so, there's still some left.
Yeah, because they couldn't take everything out, otherwise I would be a vegetable. Because they were concerned that, obviously where the tumor was, it deals with the muscles in the face. So they were concerned that if they were to take out everything, then my face would be dropped like this.
It wasn't even just that as well.
No, it wasn't just, obviously there was other
more stuff.
But they were really concerned about the muscles in the face.
And even though they didn't take everything, you've still got some issues now, haven't you?
Oh yeah, the side effects are still there. That's why I'm not working at the moment, because the side effects are still there.
Like you see him looking at you guys now at the camera.
Yeah.
However, you should explain how you're seeing.
Yeah. The thing is, whatever I'm used to doing before the surgery or before the tumor was removed or approached, whatever I was doing then, I can do that now because I'm just relying on memory. But really and truly, my vision is really not good. Things move when I move. And when I sit down, it slowly moves. And when I move fast, it moves fast as well. So I can't drive. I had to give him my license. So I can't drive anymore.
Also meant his job because as you guys...
Yeah, obviously I was a bus driver.
I was a bus driver, and if you're new here, he was a bus driver.
Every time I go out and I see them big buses passing, I'm like, oh. Guys,
if you see his camera roll, every other picture is a bus. So that for me, it's like, that's painful. Yeah.
So health-wise, it's been a bit of a challenge, not just for me, but for Relle as well.
Do you know, guys, what's really frustrating is at the time that he was diagnosed with his tumour, at the same time, like literally the same week, I received a letter about going to see the spinal surgeons because I have scoliosis. So I have for those of you who don't know what that is, I have a bent spine. So my spine doesn't come straight like a normal spine would. It curves like that at quite a large angle. So they've said I have severe scoliosis, which causes me back pain, and it also I limp, so I don't walk straight. I kind of dip. I dip to one side, and then if you look at me from behind, you can see like my dress zip that goes straight up. It actually you can see it bend. So at that moment when he was diagnosed, I got that letter, and I knew I had scoliosis before the diagnosis for your brain tumor, but the letter had come then, and I was like, why now? Like, what's going on? He can't have brain surgery, and I have spinal surgery. Could you imagine the two parents? Then we got 4 kids in the house. You can imagine 2 parents, one that's just had brain surgery and one that's just had spinal surgery. So I wouldn't be able to walk. And we didn't know what it would be like for him. So I was just like, yeah, I know I won't be able to do that. So when I went to see them, I was very adamant I don't want surgery.
Yeah, not all at the same time having something major done.
And it's both types of surgery are major. And they were saying to me, obviously, if we do this type of surgery on you, you may get paralyzed.
Obviously, the risk is paralyzed both legs, not just one.
Could be paralyzed from the waist down, could be from the neck down, because it's the spine you're playing with. So I was not keen on doing that at all. So we had that, and then I let that rest for a long time. What else happened after that?
I don't remember.
There's just so much. I started getting dizzy spells, feeling like I'm gonna pass out. Heart racing, like like on the Apple Watch. My watch was actually waking me up in my sleep to say that your heart is going too fast. And it was doing that quite a lot as well. And I'm sitting like this. I could be sitting on the sofa and my heart's gone well over 120. So there was like loads of different things we've been going through at the same time as you trying to recover from brain surgery. And then the other thing is now I'm being investigated for bowel cancer because I'm having problems with my bowels. I don't tend to open my bowels for days on end. I'm talking like 7 days. Even with laxatives now, I'm supposed to be on laxatives. It's been 5 days, and with laxatives, I still haven't opened my bowels. So there's a lot going on, guys. There's a lot going on.
Are we just giving the Lord thanks?
Yeah, we just have to keep.
That's where we find our strength really and truly. Otherwise, we'll be panicking.
Most definitely. And to be honest with you, if you don't know Jesus, I'd advise you to know him, because I am telling you, it's only Jesus.
Yeah, only only our faith, really and truly, that's keeping us going. Because if it wasn't for our faith, obviously, who knows? Because with all these different things,
I would not be here. Definitely.
With all these different things that's going on, can only be faith, really and truly. If you believe, if you have faith. Because obviously we know people who don't have faith, and it's like their whole world is crumbling because they have nothing to hold on to, really and truly.
I get a lot of people confused at why I'm calm or at peace with all that's going on. Like, how are you so calm? Like, how are you okay? But it's the peace of the Lord. Really, it's not me. It's the peace of the Lord.
You got to find where your strength is, and our strength is in the Lord, really and truly. A lot of people find their strength in maybe
in other things.
Other things, could be alcohol, could be anything, really and truly. But they're still searching, and they're still not happy. But we can say our faith, our strength is in the Lord. Boy, it's only by faith you can really deal with all these medical conditions.
And it's just one after the other. It's just like back. But literally, we can smile at the storm. As we would say, we can smile.
So I've been off work. Well, not been off work. I've been let go.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even a year, because it was like September last year. So coming up to a year.
Coming up to a year that you've been.
The surgery was in May last year.
Redundant. You was made redundant.
Yeah, I was medically redundant. Yeah, due to the vision. Balance. Balance is still an issue. Yeah, that's still an issue. Because if I trip, I'm going over.
Listen, he flies around the house. I'm not even joking. When he's walking, it's like back to that wall, back to that wall. I'm not even like he walks and then when you put your hand out and then put your hand out, he kind of just gets around like that.
Because if I move slowly, I'm gonna fall over.
Yeah, so he kind of moves quick.
So I have to.
It's not a hacky sack.
I have to move quick, and because I know the layout of the house, it's easier. Now sometimes I do pop to the shop, and the other day I went to get some Lucozade because every now and then I do go out, and I was at the fridge or whatever it's called, and I was looking for the Lucozade, and I swear down I could not see this Lucozade.
Is it because it was moving? Oh.
There's too much stuff. When there's so much stuff, I cannot focus on one of them. My eyes wants to focus on all of them. And the man was like, it's just right there in front of you. And I'm like, yo, I can't see no Lucozade, man. So people look at me, I look normal. I'm sure I look normal. I feel like I walk like I'm a duck, but I'm sure I look normal. But really and truly, I'm just walking by memory because I go places that I remember. If you get what I mean. You know, like when you drive a road, and you know where the pothole is. Yeah. You know where the humps, you know where the pothole is. You kind of get used to it. So you probably could even drive it with your eyes closed.
The only thing is, if someone crossed the road, you wouldn't know that bit.
Yeah. But if the scenario changes, it's a different story. Like if I go to the shop, I know where the stuff is. But if they should change it around, that's it. I'm not going to know where to find stuff. And the other problem is my voice. It's actually going right now. That's my other issue. I used to love singing at church, and I tried it last Sunday, and boy, I couldn't hold the notes.
Even leading service, he used to do that a lot.
Yeah. So it's actually a change.
Life.
Drastic change, really and truly.
What about the eating, swallowing, choking when he eats?
Yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah.
Eating.
He don't really like having dinner now.
It's not an enjoyment, really and truly. I just eat to survive, really and truly.
Yeah.
Because of the swallowing, which they did say I might have issue with swallowing.
They said he might lose that, so let's praise God that he didn't lose it completely, but it's still affecting him.
Yeah.
No.
So where the tumor was pressing on, obviously it deals with swallowing and stuff like that. Balance.
Eating, yeah, all of it.
They didn't say anything about vision, but obviously it's the brain.
They didn't.
They weren't too sure what was going to happen.
The other thing is that I would say is I'm quite disappointed in the way that the hospital has gone about following up with us.
Oh yeah, the follow-up has been non-existent.
It's non-existent.
The brain, the neurosurgery part of it.
Yeah. I mean, we've had all the speech and language therapy that you could ask for. We've had loads of those appointments. But however, the main one, the one that you would expect to have with the neurosurgeons, he hasn't had any. Well, we've had one appointment.
I think we had a few afterwards, but the thing is, we did an MRI in October last year.
Yeah.
And we're in
They've
June.
Lost it.
We're in June right now. And we're still waiting to see what the MRI that was done in October last year. We're still waiting on that. So they don't know if the tumor is growing. They don't know what's going on.
No. And one thing I have noticed, why I'm going to literally say to them, it's disgusting you've not checked, he stopped snoring. Like he used to snore before when he had the tumour. And then when he had the surgery, he completely stopped snoring. So I used to literally wake up and be checking him like, is he alive? Because there's no noise coming from him at all. And now he started snoring again. So that's one thing I will say.
And the pressure that I used to feel before is creeping back up.
Yeah. So that's a concern.
I used to feel this kind of tight pressure up here. And that after the surgery it went
going for a good while.
Yeah, it was gone for a while, but now I can feel it creeping back up.
So that's a bit worrying because we don't know what's going. He's had an MRI, but they haven't looked at it, so we don't know if it was growing back or
they're gonna have to do another one because that's obsolete right now.
October's it could be a completely different picture right now. Anyway.
Yeah, because from October last year to now, It's going to be a different
more
scenario.
Than 6 months. That's more than 6 months because we're already 6 months into the year. So
the follow-up has been
8 months.
A bit of a drag, really and truly.
Yeah, I'm not impressed with the follow-up. And to be honest with you, when he had the surgery, I was singing their praises because I was like, you know what? He had the best surgeon.
Because before the surgery, obviously, when they outlined what's going to happen, during and afterwards, you was thinking, okay, this sounds good. Because there's supposed to be radiotherapy and all that kind of stuff.
They also said he would have radiotherapy for the remainder of the tumor, which they haven't even spoken about. We haven't even heard of it now. And that was February of last year that they was telling us this. So we're now in June. So you can imagine a year and like 4 months ago, we were told that he would have radiotherapy after surgery, after 6 months. So
all the aftercare would be so good. Yeah, we thought, okay, we were in good hands.
But we feel like they've just done the surgery and be like, oh, see, we saved you.
Yeah, because remember the last time we saw the man and I was telling him, oh yeah, I was medically discharged from work, and he was asking why. Even though we went to, what's that eye thing that we did? The eye test that says I've got gaze evoked nystagmus.
That was in...
No, what was it called? What was it there? The
department of the optometrist.
Is it optometrist? Even though he had that result in front of him that says I had nystagmus, which means when I look left, my eyes literally just pulls back to the center.
And that's why he sees things moving, because his eyes are moving involuntarily. That's
so he just does what he wants to do. Even though he had that in front of him, he literally asked, why did they let me go from work?
I'm a boss driver.
I said to him, because I can't see properly.
But he probably didn't think it was that kind of work. Maybe he didn't know he's a bus driver. But either way, even if he worked at a desk, they would have still had to let him go because he cannot see the stuff. So either way, he would have had to be.
Even when I'm trying to read the Bible, it just looks like it's a jumbled. Even a letter, it just looks like I can start the first line, but then I will end up maybe in the middle and then back up. It's just like I can't keep track of where I'm at.
Because it's moving.
Because it's like up, down, and then I'm reading, I'm like, but that doesn't make sense. And then it's like all over the gaff. So that's been our story. The past year has been really challenging.
Yeah.
It's been a challenging year.
Yeah, it's been a new challenge.
I've always said to
her, not only that, we had just had a baby at the same time as well. Might I add, when this all started. Yeah,
when initially went to A&E, she was still a bubble. She wasn't even walking yet.
No, she was a baby.
Because obviously when I did the MRI, I've said this before. Initially when I did the MRI and they found that I had a massive tumor.
10 months.
Yeah. I remember when I was in hospital for about 5 days initially.
February.
And
when you came,
she started walking. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I went into hospital,
yeah, he's gone brain puzzle. He does this all the time. It's part of it. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, and then you FaceTime me, and I was thinking, oh, she's walking.
Yeah.
I was only in there initially for 5 days.
5 days of first one.
And she was walking.
Yeah.
And then we were.
Yeah, this happens often, guys. It's alright.
Yeah, I get the tongue seems to don't want to say what I'm trying to say.
It's not your tongue, it's your brain.
Well, the brain.
This is not processing.
How they explained it is like, in the body, there's different parts that obviously does different thing. Some part is doing what it's supposed to do, but then some part is not doing what it's supposed to do. So it's not collaborating properly. The brain.
So you're saying it in your head, but it's not coming out.
Yeah, I know what I want to say, but get in the tongue.
It has become a stutter.
Yeah.
It's become a stutter.
So speaking for too long, it's a no-no.
Starts getting scrambled.
My throat, it feels like I've got sore throat constantly. But when I talk more and more, it gets drier and drier. Water doesn't help. Sometimes water goes places that it's not even supposed to go. So it's been a challenge. It's been a challenging year.
Yeah.
But we're still happy.
Yeah,
thing.
honestly, I can't say we've had a bad year. Obviously,
Health-wise,
yeah, but then togetherness days, we laugh, we
yeah,
talk, we joke.
because she makes sure the home is homely.
Mm,
So it's not like we have to go anywhere to not to be happy,
mm,
and we don't have to go out. We don't even go out.
hardly.
If we go to church on Sunday, yeah,
Mm.
where else do we go?
I'm probably the only one that goes out. I occasionally go out with my girlfriends, but it's not really out. It's like lunch, and then I go out for like meetings with clients. That's it.
I mean, like to socialize. I never go nowhere.
Yeah.
If I do go somewhere, I go in the woods.
But to be honest, you didn't do that before. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe that's why, because it was a tumor. Apparently, this tumor was growing for over 10 years.
Yeah, they believe it was growing.
They believe the size of it. They reckon the tumor was growing over 10 years.
But then they see how they haven't got MRI right now to back up how fast it's growing.
Yeah.
Or if they had one to back it up now, but then if, say, for example, it had grown a little bit back now, then we would know that maybe it was a fast growing tumor all along.
I don't know, but the same sensation I had before they took it is coming back. It's creeping back up.
Strange, and that's strange to me.
And I went to the doctors, to the GP, not the neurosurgeons, but to my local doctor, and they contacted the neurosurgeon and said they would have phoned me in like 3 weeks ago. They promised that they would phone me to check what's going on. I'm still waiting.
I'm telling you, their follow-up has been really bad, and when I do get hold of them, they are going to hem my mouth.
Yeah,
really
I'm still waiting for them to contact me because of the symptoms I'm having. I'm still waiting.
He's having basically not as bad symptoms as he had before, but similar.
They're creeping back up. They're like something's going on again.
Oh God, no. Literally.
Something's going on again. So, just want to say, guys, just have us in your prayers. If you do pray, please, your best wish, your well wishes, and all them kind of stuff, send it towards us.
And guys, if you have any kind of similar thing going on,
health-wise,
not even just from the brain.
Yeah, it could be any health
thing. Could be
thing.
from the bowel cancer investigations or anything like that. Just let us know your experiences below. Comment below. Yeah.
So obviously she's been investigated for bowel cancer, which is another scary thing. So it's just like,
yeah, that's not something I want right now.
yeah,
honestly speaking, but
we're hoping for the best.
We'll see,
and to see what the Lord have in store, really and truly. And we take it from there, really and truly.
Yeah, Saturday's the day that I'll have. I think it'll be my final test now. To find out what's going on in this body of mine. And then we'll see.
Then we take it from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously drop us a comment below. Probably do this live thing a bit more often.
Yeah, we'll try and do more updates, I think, because it's been a long time since we've updated. But like I said, life has been lifing.
We've just been getting on with it, really.
Yeah,
truly.
so...
with all these doctor's appointments and stuff, we've just been getting on with it.
Back and forth. It's literally been back and forth between me and him. It'll be like Monday's his appointment, Tuesday's mine, Wednesday's his, Thursday's mine. It's back and forth.
And we rely on her to drive, you see, so
yeah.
Can't afford for her to be knocked off her feet, really and truly.
And the other thing is, guys, as well, another thing that we've been going through is our 10-year-old has been diagnosed with autism. So that's another challenging thing that we've been dealing with as well. But I am really happy that it's taken 2 years to get her diagnosis. So I am really happy that it is now in place so she can get the help that she needs at school. Like I said as well, comment down below if you have a child that's autistic or you know anybody that's autistic and you've got any tips in helping it. But the funny thing is if you look at her, you wouldn't know. She's very smart, articulate, but you can see her challenges. Like, she doesn't like to give people eye contact.
And it's for us to know them and know how to work with them, really, truly.
Yeah.
Because I've always said, sometimes you see children and you think, oh, they don't have the manners or
Yeah,
them
because someone say
bad
hello to her and she won't
behavior,
respond. Yeah.
and them that go up right.
Mm.
Sometimes sometimes it's not them really and truly. There's something that they're going through. If you get what I mean. So most of the time you think, oh, they don't have no manners and blah blah blah.
Yeah, because she's had that before. She's had that where people are like, oh, I said hello to her, she didn't say hello. Like, they get their back up a bit, but I've always just been like, that's just her. That's how she is.
That's the thing. If you sometimes you look, that's why they say some disability is
invisible.
It's not seen really and truly. Because obviously you look at me really and truly, I look like a normal person.
You look at me, you wouldn't think my spine is bent. Nobody tends to know because I've always got either got a coat on or something.
She can't walk too far.
Nah, seize up.
That's the thing. Never judge, really and truly.
Yeah, that's a good lesson.
Never judge, really and truly.
That's a good lesson.
Because even sometimes when I used to go to the train station, I'm going down the stairs, and I got people behind me. I can't go fast because I cannot see the stairs.
Yeah.
I can see it, but I can't judge my next step.
They're probably thinking,
and they're probably thinking, I'm taking this young guy taking so long to go down the stairs.
It's like the woman in the supermarket when we was in the supermarket, and I don't remember why she said it.
I don't remember why she said it.
But I think she said something to me, and I said, "Oh gosh, yeah, it's just so hard," or something like that. And she said, "Oh well,
you
not
guys
for
are
you.
young.
You're young, kind of thing."
I'm old.
And she's like, "I'm old." She wasn't that old either.
But I can guarantee you she was more fitter than me and her put together.
Probably. Because we were just thinking to ourselves, yeah, you don't know the half of what we're going through right now.
Know the half.
But yeah.
I can guarantee you she's more fitter than us, to be honest with you.
She looked it. I'm not gonna lie. She looked fit. Very fit. I think she was just complaining about age isn't a thing. You know, like as you get older, your hair goes a bit grey. That kind of way. I don't think she's complaining about any ailments as such.
You never know. I'm just saying, never judge.
Yeah, you don't know.
Because you never know. Somebody that looks normal, just walking normal.
That was it. I think I got in her way with the trolley and we kind of were dodging each other. And I was like, oh, sorry, I'm not with it today. And she said, oh, never mind. You're not with it. Oh, you're young. Oh.
Alright, guys, we're going to leave it there for now. Obviously, as we said before, if you're new to this channel, if you just come across this video, just hit that subscribe button.
We're really friendly people.
Drop us a comment in the comment section. Don't forget Relle here. If you just knew, this is Relle. I'm Rohan.
And we're the Gordons.
And we're the Gordons.
It's Relle. From friends and family, it's Relle.
She's trying to get 2 business off the ground. Because she's got May 20 and Relle's. Obviously, May 20, what does May 20 do again?
May 20 is an interior design company which does everything to do with the home. We have home products, candles, diffusers.
If you look on our videos or walk around, you can see that obviously she practices on the home really and truly. So the home is like her staging area.
Yeah. The home is the stage, so you'll see the products all over the house.
And she does candles as well.
Everything is handmade as well. I'm big on the handmade aspect of it. Quality.
Diffusers. And Relle's is mostly based on graphics, isn't it?
Relle's is graphic design. So I'm a designer. Just put it straight and simple as that. I am a designer, whether it be interiors or graphics. That's what I am. I'm
gonna drop the website in the description. And obviously for now it's UK based, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm looking at branching out, you know. Yeah,
you are, but for now I'm saying.
For now,
you'll update when
for now it's UK, but I am working on getting international. Yeah. So
for those of international, we've got a lot of interest from the US of A.
Yeah, I get a lot of people on my website from there. However, they can't purchase right now because it's a UK-based website at the moment, which is unfortunate. So I need to really look into it.
So if you want like a logo, if somebody's starting up your business, you want some advice, You want to get some
websites.
logo going, and then obviously we can talk about some website. Get on to rels.co.uk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't forget Walk with Ro Me. I'm on YouTube as well. All one word, Walk with Ro.
Facebook.
Facebook as well. Instagram.
Instagram.
So obviously nature pics and walking videos. London.
Mm-hmm.
Uncut videos, really and truly. As I see it, you see it as well. Don't forget that as well.
And don't forget to subscribe, and also subscribe to your Walk with Ro.
Yeah, check them out,
YouTube
guys.
Channel.
I remember I'll put them in the description, really and truly. So for now, have a good night.
Have a good evening. Good
Stay
night.
blessed.
Bye.